What is the one thing the Atlanta Braves desperately need to cap off what has already been an aggressive and intelligent offseason? It's not another slugger, it's not bullpen help, it is starting pitching depth. And not just any depth, but controllable, durable starting pitching depth. We are going to dive deep today into a trade scenario that is picking up massive momentum behind closed doors, a deal that involves moving a $73 million former All-Star catcher to the San Diego Padres in exchange for a reliable yet unheralded starting pitcher. This isn't just a fantasy trade. This is a necessity driven by contract obligations, recent injury history, and the rising tide of talent within the Braves' own farm system. Let's be crystal clear. The Braves' frontline options, Chris Sale, Spencer Schwellenbach, and of course Spencer Strider, are elite. They are aces. But we have seen this movie before. The moment those injury woes start to pile up, the margin for error evaporates, and suddenly, the depth arms we hoped would carry the load fall flat. We saw it last year. We saw the year before. The National League East is unforgiving, and if the Braves are serious about bringing another championship back to Atlanta, they cannot rely on hope. They need insurance. They need innings. The critical question that needs to be asked right now in the Braves front office is this: should the Atlanta Braves trade Sean Murphy? Sean Murphy is a fantastic defensive catcher, and he gave us an incredible 2023 All-Star campaign. That is undeniable. But let's look at the cold, hard facts of the last two seasons. Murphy signed a 6-year, $73 million extension before that phenomenal 2023 season, which was perfect timing for him. Since then, however, the narrative has shifted dramatically. He has hit below 200 in each of the past two seasons. He has failed to play in over 100 games in either of those years. The production is fading, and perhaps more worryingly, the ability to stay on the field is fading even faster. And if that wasn't enough cause for alarm, Murphy is not even expected to start the 2026 season healthy because he is still recovering from a nagging hip injury. Now, compound Murphy's declining performance and durability concerns with the incredible emergence of Drake Baldwin. Baldwin has proven he is ready for major league time. He has impressed in AAA, and his bat is showing real potential. With Travis d'Arnaud still a reliable veteran presence, keeping Murphy, who is injured and high cost, becomes a redundancy, a financial albatross, and a roadblock for Baldwin's development. This creates the perfect selling window. We need to take that $73 million commitment, that former All-Star prestige, and flip it for the single greatest need of the franchise, a durable, controllable starting pitcher. And the Padres conveniently have that need for a premier catcher. The target? The San Diego Padres' durable arm, J.P. Sears. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. J.P. Sears? He posted a 5.05 ERA in 2025 across two clubs, ending up with a 4.53 career ERA over 558 innings. That doesn't sound like a needle mover. But let's look past the surface numbers and analyze what the Braves actually need. The Braves don't need another ace for the front line. They need an innings eater who can guarantee 30 starts and stabilize the middle or back end of the rotation. And Sears is exactly that. Since 2023, Sears has averaged 30 starts per season. He has thrown over 170 innings in two of those recent years. His durability is his greatest weapon. In the modern MLB landscape, having a starting pitcher who you can pencil in for 30 starts and 170 innings, regardless of whether his ERA is 4.20 or 4.50, is gold, especially when he is controllable and affordable. Furthermore, Sears provides a crucial element the Braves' rotation desperately lacks: another southpaw starter. Right now, outside of Chris Sale and Joey Wentz, the Braves are heavily right-handed with Strider, Schwellenbach, Grant Holmes, and Ronaldo Lopez. Having Sears join Sale and Wentz gives the rotation balance. It allows the Braves to manage matchups and gives opposing teams another look they have to prepare for. This depth isn't flashy, but it's fundamentally what separates a good team from a World Series champion. Let's break down the trade logistics from San Diego's perspective. The Padres have a massive need at catcher. They've been quiet this offseason, but acquiring a proven, all-star caliber catcher like Murphy, even with his recent injury history, is exactly the high-impact move they need to make to stabilize their lineup. They are betting on the Murphy of 2023 returning, while the Braves are correctly hedging against the Murphy of 2024 and 2025. This is a classic sell high on potential, buy low on durability move. We are moving an aging player whose production is diminishing and whose $73 million contract commitment is becoming heavy for a controllable arm who fills an immediate, crucial roster gap. It's salary relief, injury mitigation, and rotational stability all rolled into one package. It is pure, ruthless general management. Now, the sources close to the situation suggest the Braves might not stop there. If the Braves want to truly maximize this deal and secure their status as NL favorites for years to come, they could sweeten the pot. The reports indicate Atlanta might consider packaging Murphy with one of their excess right-handed starters, someone like perhaps a Reynaldo Lopez or even an arm further down the depth chart, to see if the Padres would return an additional high-upside prospect or even another established bullpen piece. Imagine the depth: Strider, Sale, Schwellenbach, Sears, and then the remaining right-handers fighting for that fifth spot. That is World Series rotation depth. That is a rotation built to withstand the 6-month grind of the season and the pressure of the playoffs. Sears' reliable 170 innings allows Brian Snitker to keep Sale and Strider fresh, knowing that the middle innings won't automatically lead to bullpen exhaustion. We cannot ignore the context. The Braves have seen the results of relying on patchwork pitching too many times. We cannot let another season slip away because the 6th or 7th starter fails to deliver. J.P. Sears, with his guaranteed innings and left-handed profile, provides the minimum stability required. And the cost? An injured catcher whose replacement is already waiting in the wings. The urgency here is paramount. Murphy's trade value is at its absolute lowest point since he signed the extension, due to the injury and the sub-200 hitting. However, the Padres' catcher desperation keeps that value elevated just enough to facilitate this deal. If the Braves wait until opening day and Murphy's recovery is delayed, or if Baldwin starts the season struggling, the trade leverage vanishes. They must move him now while the potential return of a 30-start starter like Sears is still on the table. This isn't about emotion, it's about competitive reality. The time for the Atlanta Braves to turn their $73 million investment into championship pitching insurance is right now. This is the move that changes everything for the franchise heading into the 2026 campaign.